To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Hey guys, I think we're on.
Are we on? Aren't we supposed to get Kyle with What Up the Internet or something?
I don't know. Is Kyle there?
I don't know.
Kyle? Who's producing today?
I honestly don't know. It might be us. We're self-producing.
Well, that might not be a good plan.
Oh.
I don't know about you. See, this is what happens when we self-produce. John's messing it up.
I know. I am messing it up. But on the good side, we have a ton of cool stuff.
Hey,
today.
Dave. How you doing?
Hey, everybody.
And here we go. Is that better? There we go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
This is high tech. Hey, Jordan, how are you?
There may be 1 or 2 people.
And our buddy Ron is here as well.
Ronald. 1 or 2 people may have checked in, not for us, but for actual books, which I guess would be weird, but okay, sure.
So what do we got tonight? I know we're going to have some original art.
You're back from vacation?
I am. I know we're going to have some original art. It's round 7-ish.
Yeah, like second half of the show, it looks like we're going to have like a, like original art VIP in here.
Right, exactly.
Not me, obviously.
You're a very important person.
No,
John.
I am not very.
Show them the watch.
Person.
Today's watch.
Okay,
so we'll be selling watches along with comic books from now on.
Maybe I had to curate the Dynamite watch collection.
Like serious, right?
Every month, like one
like a Red Sonja watch, a Vampirella watch. You're the guy with the watch hookup, so we're going to need you to do that.
Nick is back there saying, please shut up and just sell the comics. I could care less about this stuff. Kyle can produce a meatball and watch shows some other day.
So what do you got?
We've got some very cool stuff. I got an email a little while ago. I mean, I'm always psyched to do the show, but I was kind of really excited. This is like a little bit of a mixed bag. We're going to have we're going to have some CGC graded stuff. We're going to have our usual sort of Dynamic Forces Dynamite Entertainment stuff, and we're gonna have, you know what, I might be wrong and I'll have to check, but I think the CGC stuff, I think it's gonna be like we're gonna have like a special pricing tonight on it or something. So,
or you're just making this up now?
You know what, we'll get it verified in a couple of minutes.
Not that I have a problem with that. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be.
So should we start with the CGC stuff?
You know
I think we should.
Why don't we start with something CGC? And we're going to start with, everybody knows the Spider-Verse. There's like a zillion versions of Spider-Man now. Some of them are really entertaining. Some of them you're just kind of like, okay, I get it. And some of them old guys like me remember from the various Volume 1 run of What If. Right. Flash Thompson had become Spider-Man at one point. Betty Brant. And these people sort of popped up throughout the Spider-Verse storyline. The one I think, and maybe I'm wrong, the one I think got the most traction, the most market pop, was Gwen Stacy.
Why do you think that was?
You know what, Gwen Stacy, there's 2 characters, I think, in Spider-Man's universe that they could do anything with. They've done a storyline where Spider-Man and Mary Jane have spider powers, and they have like offspring, and I forget what the name of that storyline is, but it's really good. It's sort of like another one of these alternate realities where I guess Peter is bitten by the spider. He's able to replicate it. I guess he gives it to his wife. Like the whole family, they're like the Spider family. They're almost like a Fantastic Four with spider powers. Very cool. I think MJ, let's face it, Tiger, you hit the jackpot. And I think Gwen Stacy, for many more reasons now, but for the longtime fans, I really think Gwen Stacy's was put over, and this is going to sound horrible, and I don't mean it this way, but I think as a non-powered character in this comic book universe, Gwen Stacy went over when she died. and stayed dead for like a really long time. I mean, I know she was back, clones,
Yeah,
etc.,
usually
whatever.
when you're dead, though, it's
But-
more than a really long time. It's
Yeah,
kind of
like
forever.
the Earth 616 Gwen Stacy died.
Yep.
Spider-Man, like, you know, every superhero saves the girl, right? Or
Right.
saves the victim. He didn't. He tried, and, you know, and I think that cemented the Green Goblin. Norman Osborn, you know, decades later was still relevant around, you know, the whole thing, the Secret Avengers. And then Gwen Stacy became, and I know she's the character herself, calls herself like Ghost Spider. She wears like a really kind of cool white, almost like luminescent kind of cloak or whatever. The comic book universe decided she was going to be Spider-Gwen. Originally, she was the Spectacular Spider-Gwen. She's had a bunch of sort of her own, you know, one-shots, limited series appearances, books. This is the Dynamic Forces variant, Spider-Gwen #2.
Right.
It is bricked. It is not, this isn't an estimate, it is CGC graded
9.6.
9.6. And I got to tell you, this thing is just beautiful.
And because John already said it,
We have special price on this.
we're doing it at $50.
50. That's
How many of these
50.
do we have? Let me see.
My guess is
We have 3.
we have 3 of these.
3 of them graded at 9.6.
My guess is you're probably not going to find a ton of these out in the wild at this grade at this price.
What is this wild you always speak of?
You know
like
what?
a comic book jungle?
You know what? Someone asked me this on Twitter, and I'll tell you what the wild is to me. The wild is when you go to a con or you go to a show and you kind of get into that Hunger Games with collectors and dealers, and people are kind of half or both, one or the other, and you as just a person, a normal person, has to go in there and kind of get into that deep water with people who have been in this business for decades, people that have, you know, been on like HSN and QVC and all. It's not, you know, it's difficult. It's the wild because, you know, you blink and you miss it. I've been to Comic-Con, I've been to Chicago, and I've seen somebody go to a wall, waiting politely for help, and the book's already been sold.
Right.
You know, some, you know, to use a gambling term, some whale comes in with a big fistful of cash or you know, a black Amex card and says, you know, this. I need the first 60 issues of Fantastic Four here, and you don't get your book. This is a great opportunity for you to pick up. This is beautiful.
Graded 9.6.
Rated 9.6 for $50.
And there's Wilfredo and Adam and
Wilfredo.
Jared. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Everybody jumping in tonight.
So,
one last time for Wilfredo.
At 9.6.
9.6 CGC grade. Dynamic Forces variant #2 for Spider-Gwen. We have 3 of these.
3. And
tonight they are $50. Absolutely something to think about.
When you think about sending it to CGC, the cost of submission, getting it graded, no guarantee.
Do we have one that's sold already? I can't.
So Wilfredo.
You'll
write that one down, right, Amy? Please.
Always.
All right, there we go.
Wilfredo, you're already on the board, sir. Early,
and you don't have to worry about John touching your issue.
No.
It is completely slabbed.
That everything is slabbed, so I feel comfortable.
Otherwise known as John Protection.
Well, you know what? Every time we did some Silver Age books the other day, and the look of sheer terror on Nick's face when he saw my fingers go near the book, he was like, "That'll be enough of that."
We have some Silver Age books tonight. We could put some more terror in his face.
No, you know what? I will tell you this. Tonight's a very, very cool mixed bag of stuff. There's collectibles at kind of every level. You know what I mean? We're going to have some CGC graded stuff at great prices. We're going to have a bunch of different original artwork. We're going to have an original artwork VIP here in the 7 o'clock hour.
We've got remarks.
We've got remarks, which everybody knows I absolutely love. And we've got
You're supposed to have some sort of remark alert horn or something.
You know what? This is Kyle. I don't know who will be our new producer after Kyle's replaced, but that person will know to have like a remark alert. Like they'll be flashing on the screen and stuff like that. I might also be making that up. I'm not sure.
Isn't half the stuff we say about
I know. I was saying most of what I make is messed up. Is made up.
All right. So what do you want to do next?
You know what? I think we'll alternate. Maybe we'll do something. We'll do something down here and up here and down here, sort of give everybody, because I always feel that there's someone sitting out there watching the show patiently, like waiting. Please get to this thing. And we don't get to it because we're talking about meatball sandwiches or something. So I want to try to move on.
We haven't actually spoken about meatball sandwiches in particular. And we're not going to. But we can get that in the next few minutes.
Start tonight.
Of course we are.
You mentioned, I know, right? You mentioned Remark, so let's jump to Remark. I'm not going to recap the whole thing. I will say tonight we have original art. This is the entry-level original art right here. Our buddy Ken Hazer, an amazing rendition up here. We have it's signed and remarked by Ken. Great punchline sketch. This is fairly white hot.
We talk about Hazer all the time.
We talk about Hazer all the time. We talk to no, Alfredo, Kyle isn't leaving. I'm just goofing around. He's I get the impression he's in for the long haul. I'll be gone before Kyle is. He'll just cut my mic.
And we just say stuff.
It'll just be me being a mime. These punchline variants are great. We have three of them, I'm guessing.
3 of them, correct.
We have 3 of them. We've talked about this before. Remarks are original art. Everyone is a little bit different. So here you can kind of see that, 2 different takes on the character.
2 different profiles.
2 different profiles. You kind of get the side eye in this one. And these are just beautiful.
And we have 3 tonight. Retail is $89.99. We'll do them at $50. Seems to be the magic number tonight.
You know what? I'll tell you right now. Some of you folks maybe zip on down to the ATM and grab $50 because there's a lot of really cool stuff tonight. And I think this is probably one of them. And of course,
and you don't have to rush to the ATM. We take different forms of payment. Only John deals in cash because we don't trust him that much.
I run out to my car to get stuff. Everybody else, there will be a link. All jokes aside, there'll be a link. You click it, fill out the form. And it's like a whole sort of instructional on how to, make your payment, get your book, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
I just, like I said, $50. That's
for a Ken Hazer remark.
All day for Ken Hazer remark. That will literally be double.
And we have, let's see, these 2 are okay. This one's a little different than this one. This one,
we've talked about this before.
This one does not.
Each one is slightly different. These on the surface, this is like one of those things where can you find 5 things that are different from one to the other?
No, seriously though. I mean, if you
in this book,
you may not be able to see it on the screen, but if you look, one she has freckles and one she does not.
Let me try to get in there. So one she's kind of like
I imagine Ken's doing this on purpose, just to make each one.
As the artist, he probably flexing his muscles a little bit. We talked a while back about Ken did a bunch of Thor sketches, they were I think they were Thor, but Mjolnir.
You're right.
And he had all these sort of subtle differences on the hammer.
Yeah, everyone was
I could see where you're like, wow, that's.
So tonight for $50, we only have 3.
You only have 3.
Let us know which one you want. So if you order one, Fredo, $50 tonight.
Yeah, they're 50
each.
So I wonder why I'm zooming into the camera. I want to see what people are asking us.
I know.
These are just.
We need a bigger screen.
We do need a bigger screen. Can we have a large plasma screen, please, Brennan? Yeah, right. Amy's laughing.
She'll roll that right in.
I know, right? She'll be right on that, laughing. I got to tell you, and I hate to sort of beat the drum here, but
we're going to do it anyway.
I am going to do it anyway. We're going to be doing some original art tonight, which is intimidating for the entry-level collector. Right, people who are collecting for a while understand original art prices. What the market bears, that sort of thing. Someone who's looking to buy like a $50 collectible from Dynamic Forces, there's a difference there. This is a way for you to get something from DF that's also original art, and it's friendly. It's
right. It's that bridge. And there really are I know Ron is a big sketch cover collector, so you have people that collect specifically that, I'm sure Ron has pieces of original art in his collection as well, but he seems, this seems to be a something that he loves to collect. So,
and I'll tell you right now, Punchline is Punchline is hardly 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
I think 10 years from now, maybe less, you will be seeing a lot more of Punchline. I think we're at like an accelerated curve. 3-4 years from now, there is no reason to believe Punchline wouldn't be featured in a movie, in a series. And, I could see Punchline being sort of like one of those CW. I don't even know if they're doing them for the CW anymore. I don't know if they're just going straight to HBO Max or whatever.
No, I would agree.
But I could totally see Punchline's a character that, is over. And I could very much see, people are going to wish that they had gotten these when they had a chance. You know what I mean? So we'll show them a little bit later.
Let's do one of the ultra rare ones.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Let's jump all over the price point board.
Ah, man, is this Blood Queen #4. This is like one of these, what I call almost like dynamite sleepers. You know what I mean? People talk about dynamite books, and, you talk about the usual suspects: Betty Page, Elvira, Vampirella, Red Sonja, Green Hornet. Blood Queen is, not in that immediate conversation. And then people read the book and their jaw hits the floor.
Talk about a good read.
A lot of times it cracks me up in a good way when someone discovers something from Dynamite that I read like 9 or 10 years ago. And they're like, where has this been? And I'm like,
Well, we've started to get in the habit of doing these ultra rare vegan covers.
Vegan cover.
Okay? And we're not talking about a lifestyle choice.
I know we have to say vegan or we get flogged by angry algorithms.
Well, without the trademarks and stuff and the markings and stuff, you get to see the whole cover art. And that's one of the great things about the vegan cover.
It's logo free, I guess.
Logo free.
I don't know how many of these we have, sir.
Let me see. We have 3. That seems to be a magic number today.
There seems to be a little bit of a theme.
So the retail price, suggested retail price on this is $75, as we've been doing with the ultra rare vegan covers, the variant covers. This one we're going to do for $10.
Wow!
Perfect 10 read.
Wow,
great,
the
read.
Perfect 10.
Let's do it for 10.
Read. That one even caught me by surprise. That's what I get for rolling in here a few minutes late and not going through everything. I know. That's on me. I was late. I wait for these. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you right now, go Google Elizabeth Bathory, then go to your local comic book store and pick up Blood Queen. If you don't pick this up.
Wilfredo picked one up.
Looks like Wilfredo picked one up for $10, sir.
And let's see, what did Ron write?
I can't see what Ron wrote.
Did something change? Is Spencer back? Yes. So we were trying to be like.
Is Ron doing spoilers?
Yeah, Ron's doing
spoilers.
That's a spoiler, Ron. We're trying to be cute, but yes, Spencer will be on.
Spencer will be here in the second hour, bud.
So we're gonna have, I guess, a little bit of everything tonight.
We are gonna have a little bit of everything tonight. We'll have people step out, step in. I'm happy to give up this chair to someone at Spencer's level to kind of, give you like the real deal.
I think you should be here talking. Come on, you're the expert.
I am not the expert. He doesn't like me at all. No, I don't know. I don't even think he knows my name, quite honestly.
Well, we're going to say it enough times so we'll know. So what do you want to do next?
What is this? This just kind of caught Dr. Spectre.
Ooh.
This is one of these things. It's the variant cover by Jay Lee, written by Mark Waid. This is the final issue. Another vegan cover. And I got to tell you, Dr. Spectre is one of these books that people find and like, where has this been all my life? Very similar to Blood Queen, actually. I could see maybe why they were kind of put together. This is a really, really ultra rare, really nice.
So Ron says it's in the YouTube description of the show. We never read that.
We never read that stuff, Ron. We're only kidding anyway. But who's doing the spoiler alert? Who's putting spoilers on YouTube?
Oh, that would be, who is producing? It's not Kyle tonight. Who is it? Is it JD? Who is it?
I think Jared? We're just flying solo. There's Kyle's got like an AI set up to drop things in every few minutes.
It'll work better for us. Anyway.
How many of these do we have?
I'm here, you schmoes.
There he is.
Hey, there we go. I knew if I said enough nonsense, he would come on the air.
Eventually, he's like, enough. I gotta put a stop to this. All right. So I'll give you a guess how
we
much.
have 3 of these?
Yes, we have 3. Suggested retail is $100. And let's do it for $10.
No, that's
why not? We're on a roll. It's $10.
Apparently, we have two of these. Then
I said it out loud.
We
said it out loud on YouTube.
Another.
You can't take it back. No backs.
Another. I know, right? Another perfect 10 read for $10. This thing is. It's hard to explain Dr. Spectre. You know, it's kind of hard. Dr. Spectre sort of shares a universe that's. It's a little bit trippy. That's the best way I can put it. To use an old-fashioned term, it's a little bit trippy. But I would absolutely. Oh, well, Fredo sold Dr. Spectre. Yes, sir. So now we have two of them.
We have two. So, Fredo's been building collection on these. I'm
guessing Fredo is building his own comic book store. Like I don't know, Wilfredo, where do you live, buddy? Because as soon as you get the lock
start buying
on that
stuff
door,
from Wilfredo.
we're gonna start buying stuff from Wilfredo.
Things will come full circle.
Imagine that we show up and there's Wilfredo. I knew you'd be back. Mickey the Roach cards.
If you really want to get John's business, you got to load up on Green Hornets.
Oh, that's oh my God.
You know, like that night he wasn't here when we sold all that Green Hornet stuff, like that. Okay, John wasn't playing. He was really upset. He really was.
I walked in and I was like, no.
Wait. And before we beeline to it too. I don't even know how that happened.
It's a Hornet set.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so should we
let's do another one of these.
All right, let's do another
one of these because I have a feeling there's probably people like do the CGC stuff.
Which one is that one?
This is Spawn 311.
Okay.
This is the Chadwick Boseman tribute variant. Man, I almost feel like I'm holding a gold brick in my hand here instead of just.
That's good too because you can't really hurt gold either.
I know, right? This thing
except dropping on your foot, you could hurt yourself.
This might be the nicest book we have tonight. I mean, this is just.
Let's see. What do we got?
I think this is a 9.8
Spawn. Okay,
Spawn 311
cover B. So that the Chadwick Boseman.
This is the Chadwick Boseman tribute cover.
You know, and then obviously the story of Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, we kind of know. You know.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy.
So Wakanda forever, maybe Chadwick forever.
Well, I loved him in Black Panther. I loved him in
20 Bridges or 12 Bridges or whatever it is.
The Jackie Robinson movie that he did.
42.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
So someone who doesn't drink as much as I do, so she remembers stuff.
I know, right?
But he was great in that movie. I mean, he was just a young actor with such a great future. So it was really a tragedy.
Well, I think the biggest thing is he did a lot of that work while he was in treatment.
I know.
And you think about most people, they call out of work when they have a cold.
Yeah,
and right? This guy is undergoing serious medical treatment. He's like, no, we're still good.
Yeah. So I mean, this particular cover, obviously, a tremendous tribute. And this one is graded.
Fredo's right. He was good in everything he did.
Yes, absolutely. 9.6, right?
9.8, I believe this one is.
So that means 9.6 or better. But that one's a 9.8. So we know we have three of them, and we know we have at least one 9.8.
Yeah.
So whoever jumps on this one first gets the 9.8, obviously.
Yeah, first person gets the 9.8, and we think the others are 9.6?
I believe so. Okay. But if we could squeeze out another 9.8, I would certainly look for it if we sell more than one tonight.
Sure. And what are we selling this for?
We are selling this for, what did you say? $50 on the CGC stuff,
yeah,
right?
I think the Chadwick Forever.
No backs,
$50 for sure. This is absolutely a book where if you even are remotely thinking of collecting anything ever, this is your move. This is absolutely your move.
The nice thing, obviously, about graded comics is if you do go to sell, there's never any question about what the grade's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, these are
in the upper left-hand corner in big numbers.
We always talk about
what's that?
Ron's going to take Chadwick.
Okay,
good job.
So Ron's going to take that one. Ron, it is yours. You got the 9.8.
You got the 9.8, buddy.
Anybody else? 9.6 or better. Of course,
Wilfredo, do you want one of those too? Yeah, Wilfredo wants one too.
All right, Wilfredo, I will first thing in the morning go back there and start digging through things to get you the best copy that I can.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a great pickup. Again, a big, huge, the unknown as well as jumping in on this. Huge. I'm a huge Chadwick Boseman fan.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
when 42 came out. I mean, I'm a big baseball fan, so I watched that movie.
Tremendous actor, tremendous human being. Brought to life on the screen something that was super relevant and super timely. I think that with the world we live in today, Black Panther, the World of Wakanda, absolutely needed to be, given the big screen treatment. I understand they've just started work on the next movie. Lid's pretty tight on that.
Yep.
But, basically, I don't know if Black Panther is as successful as it is without Chadwick Boseman's portrayal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Really don't.
No doubt. Oh, here we go. Sold out. Here, you want to stick
that we had.
You sold all three?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all done with that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, like 42 when that came out, which came out many years before Black Panther.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan. My daughter, who played softball in college, since she was little, she knew Jackie Robinson Day. She knew his number. She knew that Mariano Rivera was the last player to have number 42 before he was officially retired from Major League Baseball. So congratulations, guys. You got a great book. So what do we got next?
Oh, I grabbed this because
do we have to go to a break soon?
Do we have to go to a break soon?
Do we have to go to a break soon? Kyle.
I don't know. I'm just here shopping. JD's doing the work.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Shopping.
I wasn't sure if it was JD or not.
I think
I'm just here to buy stuff.
I don't think there
bro.
is a JD. I think it's just made up. Kyle's surrounded by screens with AI.
No, JD's the funny one who comes up with the quippy things we put in the comments, and
I think it's just your alternate personality.
It really is. It's AI.
You should go talk to somebody about that, Kyle.
This is no secret to anybody who's watched even one of these shows.
Oh, here we go. Here's JD. There's only Zool. Got it, JD.
I absolutely love Alex.
That's Kyle's third personality.
Absolutely love Alex.
but more like the clockmaker or who was the keymaster?
The Keymaster.
Rick Moranis played.
Mr. Gozer. That's
Wait, you talking about the Keymaster from Matrix or the Keymaster from Ghostbusters?
No, for Ghostbusters.
Keymaster from
No, that was the
Ghostbusters. Zool is
Keymaker.
Ghostbusters.
Wait. In the Matrix, it was the Keymaker.
There is no Dana. There's only Zool.
Mm-hmm.
I was super excited when I
Which
opened
one
the
is this?
email today.
Godzilla. Okay.
It's Godzilla, one of my favorites. It's by Alex Ross,
I
one
love
of my
his
favorites.
stuff. We've talked about
It's a Dynamic Forces exclusive.
Flash a little bit, and we'll because I'm pretty sure we do have to go to break here pretty soon.
Probably.
Correct me if I'm wrong, JD.
Maybe, yeah, JD, if we have to go to break, let me know. But I really wanted people to see this. And
Yeah,
see
we'll
this
tease
coming
this,
up.
and then we'll bounce to break. Let's go to break, JD. Otherwise, Kyle's
We
alternate
will be
personality.
right back, and hopefully.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Today's comics market is ripe with new titles by creators who are determined to get their books into your hands. My name is Henri Compen. For the last decade, I've been making and selling my own creator-owned comics and dealing as a collector in live sales. My signature series, Yi Sun Shin, is the book that cannot be defeated in battle and has over 250,000 copies in print. Now I'm taking comics to the next level and laying the groundwork for my fellow creators to get their voices heard so they can connect directly with you. This is your chance to engage live with top comic book talent and get your comics signed without having to wait in long lines or pay any fees. But remember, we only have a limited amount of their books in stock, so always remember to call it as you see it.
can only increase our viewership.
Man, we came back.
John's ready to do a little dancing.
Millisecond before we came on, there were little dance moves, which no one in comics wants to see at all.
I'm pretty sure they do.
If John starts dancing, I'm canceling the show.
Hold up, Kyle. Let's let the viewers decide.
I know, right?
So if you want to see John get down and boogie,
oh my God,
please put it on the chat board. And if there are enough votes,
all right. If we sell out of everything we have to sell tonight,
what?
If we sell out of everything, I will let John dance just to kill the last 5 minutes of the show.
I think we should let the viewers vote in the chat room.
Nick thinks my Curry Man dance will move merchandise. I'm not that hopeful. I'll tell you.
I just want to. Here we go.
Okay, I get behind this idea.
Is that a yes, Jared?
Truffle shuffle. That's exactly
yes?
what it looks
I think
like,
that's
buddy.
a yes. I'm reading that as a yes. So I'm just saying.
What I want to do is just get back to this because I know people are like,
"Oh, I'm not dropping this, John. I'm just telling you, bro. And we don't get it done tonight. Next coming Wednesday, we're getting this done."
Don't we have a Saturday dance party on this channel?
Yes, they may invite you as a guest.
I doubt they will. We went to break just when I popped this, so I don't want people to think, tease. I'll tell you right now, this is written by Eric Powell, great writer who does. People might know he does The Goon for Dark Horse, which is a great book, especially if you're a pulp fan. The interior art for this is done by Phil Hester. This is Silver Signature series by Alex Ross, who we've said, ironically, is the Godzilla of comic book artists, quite honestly.
I like what you did there.
This is like a perfect 100 book. So I'm going to say this is like $100.
You say that question mark?
Well, you know what? I mean, when we do Perfect 10 Reads, it's awesome. It's sort of like a jump-on point for people. I don't know if there's a signature bigger than Alex Ross's. There's obviously no kaiju better than the King of the Monsters, Godzilla. Eric Powell and Art Hester did an amazing job on this book. It is so...
And the scarcity of Alex Ross's signature. So
the scarcity of these DF exclusives. There's not a ton of these Silver Signature series by Alex Ross.
With the variant DF cover.
I'd be happy to drop $100 for this. And I know Nick, when we go off the air, is going to be like, "Where's my hundo, dude? You said that."
Yeah, we're going to need to see the cash, John.
Seriously, if I was like at a show or something and they said this was $100, I'd be like,
we
"Get
can't
it off
give you
the
credit
wall."
Here, buddy. Let's do it for $69.99.
So, you know what? A book like this, $69.99. How many of these do we have? Just the one?
We have 4.
Oh, we have 4. So there's still a good chance one of these comes home with me. But please don't let me be the only one. You probably don't get a lot of Alex Ross stuff at $69.99.
No.
You just don't. Silver Signature series. Dynamic Forces sort of sets the benchmark for this stuff. You've got your certificate back here, of course. Just, so people can see. There's your certificate of authenticity, your holofoil seal, so that you can take it out of the bag, read it, which is what we want you to do. If you're like me, have someone else take it out of the bag for you so you're not ruining this amazing collectible comic. Let's throw this up here one more time. The art for this, unfortunately, the camera does not give justice.
No, not really.
To Alex's work here.
Well, the realism
and the subtlety of, basically he's working. This is Godzilla at night. This is dark. We tend to see a lot of Godzilla in broad daylight, trashing cities and stuff like that. This is more, I'll tell you what this is slightly reminiscent of. This is slightly reminiscent of some of the panels we would get in Marvel's Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Right.
Back in the day. Alex has talked about how Marvel sort of, formed a lot of his working parameters. He mentioned it on his show, which is on Facebook. He kind of does these little things to let people know how they work. And he talks about how a lot of times he'll do like throwbacks or callbacks to stuff. And not to speak for the artist, but that's what this reminds me as a reader, as a collector. And
again, I mean, hand signed by Alex Ross.
Silver Signature series. It is in beautiful shape. It is $69.99. We don't have a lot of these. If they're offered again, they might not be at this price.
Right.
we try to give these sort of introductory offers, friendly. Hey, we're doing the show. We're having a great time. We want to thank people who let us into their lives, into their, this is their time watching this show. They could be doing other stuff.
And we appreciate that.
We appreciate that. They choose to spend some time with us. So we try to thank them by making a book like this, which is, quite frankly, $100 anywhere. And when comic book store.
And when you sit here and listen to me and John babble on and on and on, it's amazing that people come back.
I know, right? I'm surprised. Oh, I can't. What does Ronald say? I can't read that. I'm sorry, Ronald. I'll have my.
Oh, awesome! I will check my email right after the show. Thanks, Ron. I am a huge fan. I thought it was an absolute tragedy when he passed. So suddenly, obviously not suddenly to him and his family, but the rest of the world, we had no idea. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see what you have in your collection. Just based on a little bit that I know about you through the show, Ron, I know you must have a fantastic collection of comic collectibles, that type of thing. So, what do you want to do next?
You know what? Here, I'm rereading something right now. And a little funny story. This is G.I. Joe #1, signature in silver by Fred Van Lente. And a little funny story about Fred Van Lente. When he did Magnus Robot Fighter for Dynamite a few years ago, I read the first issue. And my response was prune face, getting ready to email the publisher and say, I don't want to see any more work by this writer on this character. I love Magnus Robot Fighter since the Gold Key days. I'm used to seeing him in a mini skirt and white go-go boots. I was not okay with this take. However, one of the reasons why I'm just a guy and Fred Van Lente is like a superstar in the industry is by the time I got to the end of his work, it was amazing. I would tell anyone, go to your local comic book store, email them, contact them first, have them run through their back issues, get Fred Van Lente's run on Magnus Robot Fighter. Even if you haven't read Magnus Robot Fighter before, it is a great story. It slightly reminds me I'll put it this way. Fred Van Lente was doing Black Mirror before Black Mirror was on Netflix. That's how kind of twisty and sort of, challenging his approach is. So one of the good things that, why these publishers never listen to me when I email them is that because, I haven't seen all the work. I just read the first issue and I'm like, this isn't what I want to say. Right. I want to see Magnus chopping robots' heads off with karate. And that's in there. Don't get me wrong. But Fred, those Gold Key stories way back then were fairly simplistic. They were all about the cover. Content was, we'll try to get a decent story out. Fred does an amazing job. Here is G.I. Joe #1. Fred's take on this, again, to the surprise of no one, a big success.
So the suggested retail price is $69.99. All right, this one I think we can go a little nuts on. Let's do a little nuts anyway. Until the second half of the show, then we'll get really nuts.
Yeah, I was going to say this is what, $69.99?
$69.99. Let's do it for $19.82. The year the animated series.
No, I was going to say the year we got it. And discounting is half the battle. If that's Kyle, that's really good. We should be paying Kyle more.
Will Fred pick up on that? And we have, I'm going to let you guess. How many do we have?
I'm going to guess we have 3.
Yes. Winner, chicken
We should
dinner.
have done this show on March 3rd. And we should have like a 3D Man collectible.
We should do an all 7 show just for Kyle.
Oh my God!
Everything is priced $77.77, and we have 7 of them.
If we're gonna do a 7 show, we might as well just take his wallet.
We should do it on August 7th. No, that doesn't make any sense. We should have done it July 7th.
July 7th.
Yeah, and we had a show July 7th. We didn't do that. Sorry, Kyle. Next year.
Cover by Steve Kurth. Interior art by Steve Kurth. This is the best way to put this is just very G.I. Joe. Yes. If you're a fan of the 80s show, G.I. Joe is sort of slightly, before they returned to this, they'd gone off the rails a little bit. Yeah. I always liken it to Green Hornet's great, Green Hornet's great, Green Hornet's great. And then the next thing I know, Green Hornet is fighting zombies and I'm banging on the glass door outside demanding to see the publisher. this is a return to what makes people love G.I.
I remember
Joe.
what was it in the 80s when it got really, really hot, and then of course prior to that, obviously the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip and the real hair. You remember the G.I. Joe action figures had real hair at that point?
I do remember that. They had that weird sort of Velcro type of hair.
Yes. And then they got all cheapo, and then it became that plastic hair again.
But I'll tell you right now, this is Duke leading a team of Joes. We're pretty close to Snake Eyes coming out.
Yes.
So we're in the cycle where Yo Joe is going to be extremely hot again, just like it was a couple of years ago. At 1982, this is like a no-brainer. We have 3 of them.
Shockingly.
Wilfredo, you want one, don't you, sir?
Wilfredo picked one up.
Of course he does.
Let me see what else did Wilfredo say. He used the G.I. Joe song to make always.
What does he want? He wants to do the thing?
Let's see, discounting half the battle. Man.
We fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. He wants to do the whole song.
Oh, look, Dave. I think Dave's either complimenting you or that's a backhanded compliment. He said it. I didn't say it, Dave.
You know what? I really don't want to have the surgery on my eyes so that I can read these comments because I'm assuming they're all terrible. Like, get off. Move out of the way. Bring Nick back. Get out of here, clown.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So what do we want to do? Do we want to do one of the Silver Age comics? What do you think?
Yeah, do we have something Silver Age?
We do, sir.
We have to talk to Nick about the installation of a pneumatic tube system so that these things just drop out from Amy's desk. And it would be very dynamite because the Shadow and Doc Savage both had pneumatic tube systems, and Dynamite has published both of those books.
Well, she's only 6 feet from us. Wouldn't it just be
pneumatic tube? Runs the whole building.
Hey,
all 16 floors.
Whatever you think is best. Here you go, sir. I'm not going to argue with that. Not even a little bit. So, what do we got here? Did I give you 41?
We do. We have. I just wanted to make sure we have the right book here.
Hey, Amy, what was the grade on 41? And what did you look up as the price again for that grade?
4.5.
It's a 4.5.
This is our.
And what did
this is our best guesstimate?
When you looked up what a 4.5 was worth, what was that again?
Around $50.
Around $50. Okay.
This is X-Men Volume 1, 41. Really nice shape. Just a little tiny bit here and there on the binding, but for the most part, this book is clean. You'll probably be able to get this cleaned up a little bit, pressed, maybe even a little bit higher than a 4.5. If you're that type of collector where everything's sort of,
And what we're trying to, obviously we're trying to bring more vintage comics, but obviously that's stuff that we have to, purchase.
I think Wilfredo wants it.
Yes, he does.
All right.
Do you want to tell Wilfredo how much it is, or
$50?
Oh, okay. Did you say that? I'm sorry. This is sold. How many do we have? Just one. We have. Well, now we have none.
This is one of those. I can't do 3. Obviously,
this is Wilfredo's, so I'm going to very carefully put it down because this is not our book anymore. It is Wilfredo's. I'm going to leave this over.
Wilfredo's like, stop touching it.
Trust me, Wilfredo. It's not coming out of the. It's off to the side.
He's put it down. You're good, Wilfredo.
It'll be in responsible hands on Amy's desk as soon as we put it through the pneumatic tube system.
Can't wait to see the construction on that
because we
haven't had enough construction in this building lately.
Nick opens an email.
Let's just put a new pneumatic tube system in there. What the heck?
Nick opens an email and there's a $90,000.
Let's put a hot tub next to my desk. I mean, come on. If we're gonna make stuff, let's make a lot of stuff.
Oh boy. When I first walked in today, my eyes jumped to this. We've talked about this a little bit before. I am not the biggest Venom fan, but it is undeniably it's white hot right now, and everything they do is it's on point. It touches what people want to see. This is Venom 25. This is a variant that our friend Ken Hazer remarked in silver.
I really love his
metallic ink. We've got the signature down here.
The guy can draw almost anything in any style.
We don't need to say too much here. This is the finale of this particular run. This is Donny Cates and Mark Bagley. If you don't know who they are, I'm going to assume you've stumbled into this show by accident.
We have 3.
We have 3 of these.
And retail is $89.99. And let's do it at $50. That seems to me be, again, the magic number.
Okay.
Venom chopped price.
And this is another.
JD, you're slipping, man.
This is another great opportunity for a collector who wants to jump in and get something really cool on the original art side, and who wants something really cool. I
think Wilfredo just picked one up.
Okay.
We have 3. So
we have 3. Talking. There's still 2 left.
Like I've ever been able to stop you from talking.
I get paid by the word. Those Green Hornet comics are piling up out in my car.
Know you got to raise. If you use bigger words, okay, you'll get paid more.
This is the kind of thing. Like I said, I walked in the door, I put my phone down, I turned to the left, my eyes went to this thing immediately.
It's a gift. It's like a superpower John has.
Ken is just the man. And again, we talked about this before. This is in silver metallic ink, which most artists, it's not their favorite medium to work with.
Well, yeah, I mean, because, you get the globs and the paint pen, and it's just very difficult.
Ken's just like, no.
But not a problem for Ken Hazer.
Ain't no thing, chicken wings.
So, and one of these days, we're going to have a whole show of Green Hornet stuff. That will be the day that John's not here.
I know, right?
Yeah, I just want to mention that.
The second my plane takes off from the airport from Myrtle Beach, it's Green Hornet Week.
Green Hornet Week. Every show, all the time. Green Hornet stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
So, all right. So, so we have 2 of the Venoms left at $50 per, remarked in silver by Ken Hazer, which, Ken, we love his stuff.
Yeah, we just love the guy. I feel like, we've put the guy over so much. He really owes us dinner. But no, I'm just kidding. Ken is...
This might be a good time to segue into the meatball sandwiches.
Oh, no. I just...
Cheese or no cheese? Provolone or...
Both. Why not both? Certain artists sort of, they vibe to certain things.
Yeah.
Now, in the case of a guy like, Alex Ross, we had this book. Alex vibes to everything. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Black and white, color, painting, pencils, I'm guessing that's what it's like when Mozart's in the music store. I can do everything. Ken very much talented artist, but really shines when, you hand him a blank cover and a pen, and you tell him go nuts. And the next thing you know, you just,
Oh, we had the Uncle Scrooge he did in gold.
The Uncle Scrooge he did in Disney style.
Yep.
And then he had like aliens, and then he had a bunch of cool Thors.
We have a Betty and Veronica.
He had a Betty and Veronica. It never, ever ends.
Yeah.
It just seems like, I almost get the feeling that Nick throws a dart at a wall. Whatever character comes up, he calls Ken, and Ken's like, yeah, I got that, no problem. Can you read that?
Wilfredo's that Amex black card guy everybody's talking about. I'm beginning to think so as well, Dave. Oh, Dave Cerrone, shout out. I sent you an email. Hopefully you got it. We'll communicate tomorrow when I get back into the office, after I get a few hours sleep after the show. Because talking to John always exhausts me.
It exhausts everybody.
Although I do want to do a food truck thing with you one day, okay? Because I know I'm talking to a professional, okay? Get to some sort of food truck festival. Maybe we'll do some impromptu podcast.
That's how I made the money I spent so much time on Dynamite Comics for.
Comics and watches.
I always felt like I should have had a food truck parked in front of Dynamite Comics, and it would cut out the middleman, because I would make money with them, and then I would go to the comic book store.
You would make my business every day for lunch. I don't know if that's going to support your overhead costs to bring the food truck here, but I'll make sure. Amy, you're good with food trucks, right?
Sure, why not?
There you go. See, Amy's always doing like DoorDash and Grubhub. You bring your food truck here, man. I'm telling you, you got 2. I still don't know if that's going to even cover the gas, but that's 2.
Taco trucks. Everybody likes taco trucks.
I love taco trucks, but you got to mix it up. I can't have tacos every day for lunch. That's not going to work. So
we do tortas, we do burritos.
Yes.
No, I've actually been fortunate enough to help launch a lot of different kinds of food trucks.
So. I love taco trucks. So do I, Wilfredo. What's Ron saying? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. At this point, I'm wondering if
I got to start eating dinner.
Nick is just going to call Food Network and say, "Hey, look, I got a thing over here. I got an idea."
I really got it. Oh wow!
What is that?
I think that's from Ron. I think that's from Ron. Is that from Ron?
Yeah, that's the Chad. That's got to be. That's the Chadwick Boseman
so
thing.
Cool,
Boseman thing he was talking about.
Yeah, that is super cool. That is awesome. Look at that.
That's just. I'll tell you, if you're, take a second look at that.
Wow.
That's sort of. It's a little
Thank
bit.
you for sharing, Ron. That is very.
Yeah,
cool.
seriously, that's sort of like like from out of his personal collection. Thank you for sharing.
I agree with Wilfredo. That is so cool. Well, it's clear. It's clear he's Ron's got all the cool stuff.
Maybe we should be doing this in reverse. Why don't you show us what you have and
we'll just sit. We'll sit here and throw a price up there.
One of the things we've had to put a stop to today.
What's that?
And was the Christmas in July thing.
Oh, geez.
We had the tree here. We had Rudolph here. We had a snow globe here, but not in like the cool Mr. Freeze way. This is going to be... I
may not even celebrate Christmas in December.
I know, right? This is going to be, and I promise, our absolute last Christmas in July.
No.
This is a high-end vegan art, ultra-limited cover, Chastity number 6, the Christmas issue.
I would have pulled that if I saw that.
Or I would have pulled that.
I just got back from vacation.
Art
That's why
by
I didn't
Dave
see that
Acosta.
Slipped under the wire.
Dave Acosta's done quite a few things here at Dynamite. Done Elvira. This is his pass on Chastity. This is a great book. Mark Andreyko writes this.
We have. Go ahead.
How many of these do we have?
Go ahead. Guess.
I'm going to guess we have 3.
You're right. We have 3. Let's see. Let's do it at $19.92. The year Chaos first.
I was going to say
is that
1992 is Chaos's launch. There has been a real nice sort of synergy with Chaos and Dynamite. I very much, when I found that out, I sort of enjoyed it. You've got
Santa John's Xmas discount.
You've got.
So let's see. Wilfredo, are you picking up the Chastity?
Yes, he is.
Okay, very good.
Well, that's one
awesome
sold. One. These are just. You've got Chastity slaying the vampire Santa with a candy cane. That in and of itself makes me want to DM Dave on Twitter and be like, dude, is everything all right at home? But this is just an awesome cover.
It is
1992. Wilfredo is obviously already in. I can't stress enough how stuff like this isn't always available. And the other point I wanted to make was, and someone asked me about this on Instagram. They messaged me. They watched the show. AT, thank you very much for watching the show. He watches it afterwards after his shift. You're right. There's things that are not available when you want them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I tell people, as obviously, we're trying to sell comics, but we really want to kind of build the whole dynamic of collecting, of reading, of replenishing those grassroots at your local comic book stores, local shows. Yeah, sure. Everybody wants to go to Comic-Con. Going to local shows is a ton of fun.
Yeah, and John and I mention it every show. So I know we have a lot of viewers that join us, almost every week.
Yeah.
But visit your local comic book store.
Yeah.
Go to your local conventions. When they start really opening up. But in terms of getting everything on your bucket list that you're hunting for, sometimes it's a real challenge at the cons.
That was sort of what he was telling me. So I'm going to say this to people: if you think you want something, or if it's on your wish list, and you're like, maybe I'll wait. The prices, and you should buy what you like, but the prices generally only go in one direction.
Yeah.
Especially when we're talking about shows. When we offer something at a price where the MSRP is $60, $70, $80, and our MSRP, the Nick suggested retail price, is significantly less, like 1982, the year G.I. Joe drops, right? That's sort of when you want to make your move. because you're going to check on this later. You're like, I'll pick it up at a show. I guarantee you it's not going to be $19.82.
Well, I mean, think about it this way: when you go to a con and you have dealers that set up, there's a cost to that for them. Booth space, transportation, a hotel stay, and do you want to lug one comic that has appreciated in value, or do you want you're not going to do your bargain basement stuff because that's a lot of stuff to haul.
Yeah, there's always
the people. Some valuable table space.
There used to be guys. I don't even know if they use this term anymore, but maybe 15 or 20 years ago at shows, there was always Last Day Dan. And Last Day Dan is a term we would use to describe a guy who would wait until, like, if the con ended at 4:00 on Sunday, at 3:55, Dan came in ready to buy because he knew deals could be made. And to a certain extent, Last Day Dan did really well. I've done really well. I filled out a big chunk of my Marvel Chambers of Horror collection. The guy just didn't want to load the box up and take it back.
Right. But that makes sense, but it's a gamble.
It's a gamble. I'll tell you right now, there are way more times that I tried to, Last Day Dan and, I went home unhappy. So if you see something that you like, you wanted it, it's on your list, don't wait. And even if it's available, it might not be available at the prices we do. We offer these prices on this show to kind of, thank people for their time, their attention, their energy investment. We also do it to sort of get people into the idea of a new way. Mm-hmm. These claim shows are still relatively new.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? E-commerce for this particular medium is still kind of new.
Well, I think the pandemic sort of changed everybody's buying habits in a way. So
that's a great point.
And a lot of things are a lot of new methods of buying stuff are going to stick. They're here to stay, for a lot of different reasons.
This is an easier way to get the books that you want.
Right.
As we see guys like Ron and Wilfredo, they come in rather than standing online for hours, rugby scrums at major cons. They're coming over here. They're getting their books. It's a very simple process. Just to mention this again, a link is put in the description or in the chat room. You click it, very basic, fill it out, and your book is pulled and it's or packed, I should say.
JD, I think we have to go to break, right? So we'll let JD take us to break, and we'll be back. And it looks like Spencer is confirmed for 7:30, I believe.
Okay.
So he'll have a half hour with his original line.
We're closing out the show with a bang. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
You are watching Minute to Skim It on the Experience, so hello. All right, we've got lots of books to review for you guys today. And Hannah just basically showed up just the number ones and showed them to me, and I was like, oh, we have
just for the indies.
Just for the indies, yeah. I was like, we have got a lot to do.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
And we're back.
We're back. You guys missed it again. If I could dance, exactly. He was dancing to Taji Beats. I'm trying to get him to do it. You know, I'm a little disappointed. I'm looking at the chats and not seeing votes.
Nobody wants to see that.
I think they do. I really do.
Nobody. You know what? Let's knock out a few more books, because once Spencer gets here, you know, the level of expertise is going to go way up, and you know that'll be me getting shoved out the door.
Not with dancing.
Admittedly so.
Not with dancing.
Can Spencer dance? Do we know if Spencer can dance?
We do not, but we can ask him. All right. What do you say?
John Romita Sr. said, "Not in my house, son."
Get out.
That's completely made up.
All right. Let's do another Silver Age vintage.
I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to touch it.
It's you're good. You're good. Because Nick doesn't want you to touch it, so I want you to touch it.
Great. Nick wants me to hold this up with telekinesis. That's how Nick wants me to
that'd be a good trick. I'd like to see that. That and the dancing. All right, so we have X-Men number 42. Hey, 42, what's the grade, Amy?
4.5.
4.5. All right, here we go.
Oh, we should tell people these are like the presumed grades, right? These are not coming from...
Yes, these are not CGC graded. These are looked at not by me, not by John, by someone who actually knows what they're doing. So the grade is the presumed grade is 4.5.
I just want to throw that out there because someone mentioned it last week, and I just, you know, I want to let them know when we have CGC graded stuff, which we will get back to in a minute. You know, that stuff's already slabbed, that stuff's already sort of all, you know, officially graded or whatever.
As we've already determined, you know, our expertise lies in sandwiches and beer,
and not touching Silver Age books.
And not touching Silver Age books.
I which is feel like it's burning my fingers now.
Because anything happens to the book, I go, John did it.
How many of these do we have? One.
We have one. This is stuff we only ever have.
This is one of one.
If we can find another one, we'll buy another one. But I mean, right now we have one. So okay, so let's see. Number 42, right? So 42 is for tonight $55.
How much?
55.
Wow, that's nice.
For a 4.5 X-Men number 42.
For those of us that hit us up for Silver Age stuff, your moment is here. This is your train is leaving the station. $55, and this is a very nice looking book.
And Wilfredo will take it.
Wilfredo.
Of course he will.
There you go.
This is now Wilfredo's, so I'm going to very carefully
put it away.
Put it away. Wilfredo, I'm very careful with your book, sir.
There you go, Wilfredo. It's yours, buddy.
It's Wilfredo's. And I will say this too, and I say this as politely and kindly to our audience as possible.
Uh-oh.
It sort of is like a first come, first serve. Wilfredo is like the fastest gun in the West. If you see something and you think you want it,
with the Silver Age stuff,
you know, that's what I mean when there's one of one. Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear with that. When we have more than one copy of stuff, take your time, think about it, whatever. But when there's one of one, it's, you know, it's one and done.
Yeah, I mean, we realize that you know, the viewers out there, you know, are looking for Silver Age stuff, so we try to give it an interesting mix. But with the Silver Age stuff, it is, you know, we can get what we can get. And you know, I know Nick's out there trying to, you know, get some here and there whenever he can, so we can put them on the show.
The Dynamic Forces vault has levels so low. I gotta imagine at the bottom level is like comic strips and scrapbooks, right? And then the next level up is maybe like radio show scripts, and then by the time we get to like the third level, it's Gold Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age.
But Wilfredo, we did find some more Nikki the Roach cards for your Monopoly on that particular collectible. No, I'm kidding. We didn't find any, but if we do, I'll email you.
We're gonna do the Nikki the Roach card game.
First right of refusal for Wilfredo on those cards.
We have, I think, another Silver Age book, do we not?
We do. I believe we do.
Let me get to this one as well. Actually, do you want to lift Wilfredo's book? I'm not comfortable.
I will lift your book, Wilfredo, out of the way.
And
we got a number 43.
We have number 43.
Amy, what was the grade on that one?
5.
5. Okay, so this one is a 5.
This one is presumed. The presumptive grade is a 5.
Presumed grade of 5, correct. Thank you for saying that.
Magneto on the cover. This is a nice book. This is absolutely a great way to grab Silver Age stuff. Again, you go to, you know, like 2019, I went to a pop-up comic book show at a flea market. Basically, the guy gets there in the morning and builds out a comic book store, sells everything, end of the show, takes everything down. These Silver Age books, he had no problem moving at $100 a piece. Literally, there were no problems. I would come back. I would cruise through his thing. I would come back. They'd be gone. X-Men, Spider-Man. Some of this Silver Age stuff.
I mean, the Silver Age stuff, you got to imagine. I mean, you're talking about 1968, right? So this stuff is all right. Real quick. So the number 43 5.0 is $85. So just to get that out there, but you know, you're talking about stuff that geez, you know, when I was, you know, a baby, this stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
And when we talk about source material for movies and everything else, I mean, these are the originals.
And Jared takes X-Men 43.
All right, so Jared takes 43. So stop touching it, John.
Jared, I will be putting down your book carefully, and Rex and anyone else will be handling it, but not everyone else.
So, but I mean, you know, so we're going to try every week to kind of bring the Silver Age stuff.
We'll send Nick down to the silver level and light a lamp on his head.
Dave, you're hurting our feelings. We like our 5 minutes. He says, you're torturing us. You got to drop the price before you start the 5-minute story. First of all, they're 4.5 minutes. Okay, I've been timing it, and you're hurting our feelings.
Yeah,
Dave.
but Dave, if I drop the price for the story, there's no reason for you to listen to the story.
John's crying a little bit on the inside right now. Okay,
it
hurts on the inside. You know, I mean, he's trying to hold it in, but you know, maybe you should dance. It'll make you feel better.
It hurts.
Now we're gonna do a 6-minute story.
Guilty feet have no rhythm, so there'll be no dancing tonight.
So, all right, what do we want to go to next?
You know what? I really want to get to this this other slabbed book we have.
Which one is it? The Batman?
Batman Joker Warzone #1. This book, I don't know if Air has touched this book. It looks so perfect.
All right, so Dave, okay, at Dave's request, okay.
No, there's not going to be a story, Dave. It's a really good comic book.
No. We're going to give him the price before we go into the story. There's always a story. We're going to tell a story. All right. So retail price is $89.99, and like the other CGC books, we'll do it at $50 tonight. And we have 3.
We have 3. This is at 9.6.
And now here comes the story.
And now, once upon a time, Dave is gone.
Dave's like, I'm checking out. I can't stand your story.
This is just a super cool cover.
It is.
$50 for this is.
And Wilfredo will take a Batman.
Okay.
And Wilfredo.
Well, I guess.
Okay.
There's no story.
Well, wait, Wilfredo, you haven't heard the story yet.
I don't think Wilfredo cares.
Wilfredo's like, maybe this will shut him up. Click. Okay, I'll take it. Stop talking.
You know what? There have been many times in my life where
straight talk price. All right, JD, you're picking it up. Back to normal. I can appreciate that.
There are many times in my life where I've spent $50 to shut someone up, and I regret nothing.
Look, it'll be kind of like an auction. They'll pay more to get us to shut up. 55. I'll pay 55 if you don't tell the story.
If we can get, do we have Spider-Gwen sold too?
I don't think so. Do we have Spider-Gwen sold, Amy? I don't think so, right?
One of them did.
One of them did? I think you're right.
Okay.
I don't remember. That's why we have Amy. We can't remember.
We need another. If we only have one of these Batman Joker Warzone things, we need another sold out.
But I think we still do have. Did we sell out the Spider-Gwen?
No, I'm a little bit.
No, we didn't sell out the Spider-Gwen.
Okay, so there is more. You know what? If that's the case, I'm going to throw
this. If we sold one, there should be 2.
There's 2. Okay, then I'm going to throw this back out.
So
there.
so all the CGCs tonight are at $50.
This is a super nice book. Of all the, we talked about this in the first part of the show. Of all the characters that come out of Spider-Verse, literally 80, 90 different versions of Spider-Man. This seemed to be the fan favorite. You're
a fan of Spider-Gwen as well.
I very much am, and it was one of those things where, I'm old, so I originally bought this book for my goddaughter, and I read it, and then it became, I'll get another copy.
He bought it for his goddaughter.
No, I did. Wink. She wanted to. She was at that age where she wanted to be into comics.
Is that what you tell your wife?
Like,
I'm buying this for a goddaughter, huh? No, it's not for me.
No, our goddaughter is spoiled. She didn't get. For my wife, she didn't get a comic book. For my wife, she gets like a weekend down the shore.
So, all right, let's see, Dave. But honestly, nothing beats a good Nick B story. Yeah, I'll go with that. Dave. You got me there, brother.
So there is one left at $50.
See, Wilfredo, thank you. Thank you. We feel validated now.
I know.
Wilfredo loves our stories. It's our stories, not the comics. I knew it. I knew it, Wilfredo.
I'm pretty sure if we were up here doing something else, no.
What? You like when we talk about sandwiches and beer, right?
No. We've talked about this before. This is the Dynamic Forces cover. I think that, and I'm not sure if this has been completely confirmed, it's been out there. It's been out there in the wind a lot that there's probably going to be some sort of Spider-Gwen animated series show. We're going to get something real soon, probably from like Hulu. So I wouldn't wait. It's one of those things where I wouldn't wait a super long time. I would absolutely, if you think this is something you want, and at $50, jump on it now. Don't wait till it's twice as much and you're trying to squeeze it into a bag as you're flying back from, Seattle or Los Angeles or, San Diego or wherever. You know what?
So what else we got?
Well, we're getting real close to Spencer time, which is why actually everyone is legitimately waiting.
So let's do Lady Zorro. Where's Lady Zorro?
Where's Lady?
There you go. Let's go to a whole different. All right. And Dave Cerrone. Okay, here we go. Okay. Lady Zorro.
Number 3.
Suggested retail price.
Joseph Michael Linzer. This is the vegan art ultra limited cover.
So you got the variant cover. Retail price is $75. We're going to go with the $10 for the Perfect 10 read.
Perfect 10 read. Alex DeCampi wrote this. Ray Villegas does the interior art. This cover is by Joseph Michael Lisner. I have a great little box of all basically Joseph Michael Linzer sort of Dynamite stuff. And I got to tell you, that might be my favorite box because that stuff is, no.
Wait, say again?
And Wilfredo strikes again.
Wilfredo, all right.
So
Wilfredo.
how many of these do we have?
Let's see. Yes, and better than that, more importantly, Wilfredo loves sandwiches and beer. See? We got to hang out, bro. I'm trying to get John to bring food trucks over to the office, so that'll be a perfect day. All right. Can you get a beer truck here too? How the laws work in New Jersey about that?
I don't know, but
just bring the food truck.
I'll
buy the beer. Wilfredo.
I actually have a better idea.
What?
Maybe we can interest Nick in home brewing, like microbrewing, and one of the rooms here, Dynamite, could be like,
Ooh. But that stuff can blow up, can't it?
No.
Are you sure?
I have tons of friends that own breweries and make their own beer. I'll get someone over here.
Stuff under pressure, I thought it could blow up.
We'll get like a Red Sonja Stinky Ale, and we'll get
Red Sonja Stinky Ale.
What?
I'm good with that.
If you've read the Gail Simone run, you know that Red Sonja is stinky. Actually, body odor. Gail Simone has told us about Red Sonja.
New Jersey, just pay off the union.
You know what?
For all my friends in New Jersey in the union, I had nothing to do with
not
that.
Wrong.
That guy's on Ohio.
You're not wrong.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, you can look for him there.
This is another perfect 10 read.
Oh, look, Dave's got a good suggestion.
What is it?
Vampirella Red Beer. I like that one.
Oh, that would totally work.
That would totally work, wouldn't it? I think we should pursue that license.
Yeah, you know what? I think maybe we're done. Pretty soon we'll be out here doing like Dynamite beer steins.
As long as we don't drink the profits.
I know, right? Perfect 10 read. We have tried to reach every price point we can. I think what's probably going to happen is we might go to a break maybe a couple minutes early and I'm going to tag out, let Spencer tag it. I'm just trying to figure out when we're going to do our break.
I think we're all right. We still got 12 minutes left
before
we go to a break.
I'm sorry, I looked at my watch wrong. Everybody.
Yeah, the man has 700 watches, but he can't tell time on any of them.
I just kind of looked at it real quickly, and
because
I thought
there are too many dials and hands and stuff on all your watches. Who can tell what time it is?
I have time zones in 2 different cities on this watch. Sometimes I look and I'm like, oh.
All right, so what's that one?
This is Jennifer Blood 25.
Ooh, okay.
This is Mike Mayu. This is a character that I love. Jennifer Blood. I've loved Jennifer Blood.
So this is another vegan variant.
This is a vegan ultra limited cover.
So $100
Mike Mayu
retail.
Just does an amazing job.
$100 retail. Let's go to $10.
Whole row of perfect 10 reads.
Not perfect 10 grades.
No, when we say perfect 10, we mean that first of all, it's a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, and it's $10, which to me kind of matters more than CGC grade because I really just want a good story. We have Jennifer Blood.
So let me tell everybody how many we have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just picked one up. We have. Do you want to guess, John?
With 3?
Yes, we have 3.
With 3 of these at $10 each. Beautiful book. Jennifer Blood is popping up in, I think, Dynamite Lives.
All right. Yes.
So, we haven't seen Jennifer Blood for a little while. She's one of those characters where we see her and then, she kind of, gears down a little bit. Then we bring her back. Super excited to see her in Dynamite Lives. Shoot over to your LCS. Pick this up. Dynamite, the first series was great. Dynamite Lives, brought back by popular demand. I kind of think that, again, for $10, that's a sweet get. That's a real.
I think we have 3 more, and then right before the break, and then Spencer Beck will be here with original art.
Yeah.
So a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, we did. We've had remarks.
Mm-hmm.
We've had slabbed books.
Yep.
We've had collectibles from Dynamic Forces and Dynamite. And we'll have original art.
Yep.
With one of the biggest names in the business.
All right, so your choice. What do you want to do next? We have.
We got to do this.
Which one is it?
Amazing Spider-Man, yes. 600.
Signed by John
Romita Jr. Comic book royalty. Second generation creator.
So, Amy, can you check this price for me?
Do we not have the right price for it?
I'm not sure. Wait.
Does this mean Dave has to sit through a 4-minute story while we find out the right price?
On the Amazing Spider-Man number 600, would you check that? So.
This is one of these books where they've got
a junior or senior?
Junior. I believe it is junior.
Signed by Jared Jr. Yeah.
Just him.
Just
him.
Isn't that enough? What do you need?
$69.99, guys.
$69.99. Executive decision made by Amy. So tonight, and we have 6 of these. So 3 times 2.
Nice.
So number 600 signed by John Romita Jr.
I think Wilfredo is going to take
I think Wilfredo picked up a 600 using his Amex Black card.
I know, right? It's all the colors of the spectrum.
I'll get you one untouched by John's hands.
Yeah, free of charge. You get one not touched by my hands.
So, all right, cool. So we only have a handful of that. And how much more time do we have before the break? We got a little bit.
A little bit of time left?
Yeah, we have a little bit to cover.
I'm going to throw these up here one more time just in case we had people join us.
Don't really throw them.
No, not really throw them. I just absolutely love these things. I know people are, oh God, he's talking about remarks again. I am talking about remarks again because I absolutely love these. Batman 100, signed and remarked by Ken Hazer.
Yeah, Kyle JD, we need some sort of remark alert.
We do need some kind of remark alert. And we're letting these books go.
Or John will dance.
That's
my
these, and we're going, these are what? At $50? Is that right?
Let me see. I got to find it again. Now I lost it. Yes, $50.
$50 is a great, and as you'll see momentarily, $50 is a great sort of entry level for collecting original art, which remarks, certainly kind of in that category.
Yes.
We've talked too about Punchline is probably a character that, like Spider-Gwen, I think
popular.
These are characters that, they're sort of spitballing, snowballing. I'm sorry, not spitballing, snowballing. And you will start seeing them. I could easily see Punchline in an animated series.
It's a character I think it's going to stick.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Wilfredo's going to take a Punchline as well. Batman 100.
Wilfredo, which one do you want?
Yeah, which one do you want?
There's one where there's 2 where she has freckles.
One facing one way, one facing the other way.
So you just let us know which one you want.
And you can email me, Wilfredo, if which one you want.
And we also have.
And I think Amy, do we have pictures of all 3 of them?
One sec, guys.
We also have one where freckles are more understated, and her hair color is a little bit different. The hair color here is a little bit more vibrant than in the other pictures. So
What's that? Let's see. Ronald said Batman 100 or 1000. This is Batman 1.
This is Batman 100.
100.
Written by James Tynion, Jorge Jimenez, and the interior artwork, Ken Hazer, with the remark sketch.
So, Wilfredo, let us know which one you want. If you're not sure.
Yeah, throw in the comments or email Rex.
The last one. Actually, that may not help us too much. Which one? Last one.
You meant this one, didn't you, where she has the more vibrant hair color? This is the last one I showed, so I'm going to assume this is the one he wants. Of course.
Otherwise, I can email.
Yeah, just email him and double check. We do have one.
Yes.
Okay.
So take that one out.
This one is this one is going to Wilfredo along with 19 other books today.
Yes.
However,
all right. So you got it, Wilfredo.
We still have these
two left.
Here, put a sticker on it so we know which one's this.
Thank you, Amy.
Sticker.
We have 2 of these left. Big time.
Remark alert, but there's no horn.
I'm a mark for remarks. No, I mean at $50, these are just absolutely.
Well, no. JD Flash remark.
Oh, thank you, JD. I appreciate
but we needed
that.
the horn, like the alert horn.
There are other times where we have a producer that's far less receptive and cooperative.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm waiting for Kyle to bump in again. What did I tell you?
Kyle's like, look, I don't produce the show. Look at it. It's
chaos.
I'm
not particularly interested.
Pandemonium. All right. I think we got what? 2 more? 1 more?
We've got, well, you know what? I'm going to throw this one up because this is Batman and Robin 14. It's a first printing, and we don't get this color too often. I'm sort of like a real geek for the different colored series. I really love, we've done it in Blood Red. We've done it in Emerald Green. Of course, we've got Gold Signature Series, Silver Signature Series. I actually have a book from Dynamite in Emerald Green Signature Series, which I really like, the Jungle Girl.
Okay.
And this is the first time I personally have handled Purple Signature Series by Peter Tomasi.
So $59.99 suggested retail. Let's do it at 1940, the year Robin first appeared. What do you think?
Okay.
Let's go with that.
1940, this is great for a signed book.
So signed by Peter Tomasi, and how many of these do we have?
I don't know how many of these we have.
We actually have 1.
We have 1. Well, it's the first printing, so I would have been surprised if we had more of these.
Yeah, so this one we really do only have 1. If we had 3, I'd put it up there so they don't match the rest of it.
Wilfredo's already taken it.
All right, so you're going to need to put that down in the Wilfredo pile.
Wilfredo, when you get this, it's really hard for the camera to pick up. When you get this book, you're going to see the purple signature, and it's very neat. It is very, very Batman. I think you're going to, I think maybe we did it in purple because I might be wrong. Maybe it's a Joker thing.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, you're kind of in purple. While we're talking about Batman,
we've got 1 more, I think.
Joker,
right?
We have 1 more, and this is a DC Black Label. I am absolutely enamored with this format.
Oh, no, we have 2 more. My bad. We'll go with this one.
This is Joker Harley, Criminal Sanity #2. This is a first printing variant signed by Mike Mayhew. This guy has like an understated power to his work that you actually really have to look at and then look at again. We have his Silver Signature Series, silver up here.
So suggested retail is $49.99. We'll do it at 1992, the year Harley first appeared.
Yeah.
So let me see how many of these we have. We have 4.
We have 4 of these?
We have 4.
This is a great, I don't know how long the DC Black Label format will last.
And now we have 3. I think Wilfredo's taking 1.
Wilfredo, you're taking 1 of these?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We will throw 1 in the Wilfredo box.
Put it on the Wilfredo pile.
I will say that for an older reader like myself, this very much calls back to Warren books, Curtis books. I absolutely love this format. I certainly hope that they stay with it.
I think you missed it. Yep. Oh, wait. Never mind. There it is.
Stop touching Wilfredo's books.
Is that what it says? Stop touching Wilfredo's books. Nice.
I can't disagree with that. So in lieu of that, John will dance.
John will not dance because it looks like we have to get going to a break soon.
It's okay. Wednesday. We got Wednesday,
We got Wednesday. We do have Wednesday. I think we've gotten to everything. You know what?
No,
we have time for one last book. I don't want to forget. This is Avengers Assemble #9, signed by Kelly Sue DeConnick, gold signature series. She's like one of the standout creators. If you're a Captain Marvel fan, if you are an Avengers fan, her work here has just sort of been, I don't want to say legendary or epic, but her work is,
Retail $89.99, and we'll do it tonight for $50.
$50 for
$50.
We have
and
one of these.
One.
I was going to say, I'm assuming we have one of these.
Yeah.
Kelly Sue DeConnick is the writer. Stefano Caselli is the artist. This is a Steve McNiven cover, which Kelly has signed in gold, right next to who used to be called the Golden Avenger, Iron Man.
There you go. So I think we got everything in. Wow, man, that was the fastest pace we've ever had.
Well, I think we got
to tell more stories.
It seems as if the 4.5-minute stories actually work in the time frame, but I'm no show expert like Dave is.
Well, Dave hurt our feelings, so thanks, Dave.
Dave and everyone, we're going to go to a break. I will not be here when we get back. You are going to get a massive upgrade in co-hosting when you come
John's
back.
Feelings are hurt, so he's going to cry a little bit, dance a little bit.
Sit out in my car, cry.
Taji Beats on Saturday. He'll be joining in.
I'm going to go to the Dynamite Vault to find something else.
Make himself feel better.
Make myself feel better. From myself, thanks everybody for joining us. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. When we come back from the break, Rex will be here with Spencer Beck.
Take us to the break, JD.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Watching Minute to Skim It on the Experience. So, hello. All right, we've got lots of books to review for you guys today. And Hannah just basically showed up just the number ones and showed them to me, and I was like, "Oh, we have
just for the indies,
just for the indies." Yeah, I was like, "We have got a lot to do."
the only person that does.
Oh boy, we're live.
We're live.
Hey.
And we have a switch out. Spencer Beck, an old friend of mine from the industry. My God, what, mid-90s?
1990.
1990.
1990. I actually started out working in this business, working for him as Nick's competition.
Working with me. I
Yeah.
mean, you were
Right,
an outside. Yeah.
I was working with you, and I was Nick's competition. So you talk about the world going full circle.
I talked to him probably 10 times a day. That was back the days.
Well, your
of
wife used to say you were talking to me more than her.
Yeah, right. My then wife, anyway. This is like the first. Yeah, dude. We'll catch up on that after the show.
Yeah.
But Spencer and I have known each other when we were much younger men.
Much skinnier, more hair.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of hair, so I don't even want
a haircut.
Yeah, but and probably one of the most well-known agents for comic creators out there, and he's been doing this since I met him in the 90s.
1986.
Yeah, 1986.
December 6, 1986 was my first official day as a rep.
One of the few people that has access to not only all the artists, and that's why we were working together, because we were trying to get books signed and get them on TV and all that stuff, but certainly has probably the deepest reach into original artwork.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
So I represent between directly and indirectly 125 creators in comics, between writers, pencilers, inkers, colorists. So just a few.
Just a little bit.
Just a couple. Un poco.
But I know he's got 20 pieces of original art tonight for you guys. So I'm just going to let Spencer take it away, because that's a lot of art to cover. And Spencer will always bring great stuff, and a lot of stuff that you see on our Friday night shows. Spencer helps us obtain as well. You know, anything that's not coming out of Nick's personal collection.
Well, you're also going to get to see me talk more than Nick does, which is hard to imagine. Nick's louder, but I talk more. So anyhow, the very first piece we're going to offer tonight is Adventures of Superman. This is from 2014. This is Neil Edwards and Scott Hanna. This is now let me jump backwards. When you want something, I will give you a number. Like they're all going to be OA numbers. Like in this case, this is OA1. So if you want it, you claim it as OA1. You don't have to type out the long name. Just your claim is OA1, and that means you want to buy this piece. This is Neil Edwards, Scott Hanna, Adventures of Superman from 2014. This is Volume 2, Issue 11, page 16. And this is a blue line. And for those of you that don't know what a blue line is, this page is $150. For those of you that know what a blue line is the process by where the penciler will either draw it on computer or draw it on pencil, scan it, and then send it to the inker, who then prints it out in non-photographic blue, and then we'll send it to the inker, who will then, as I said, who will print it out on standard. I can't even talk today. Sorry, on standard Bristol board, and then they will ink it, and then this is what is scanned and used for the actual production of the original art. But if you can see, like on this page, if you look at it, you got Superman pretty much in every single panel. This page, if it was original pencils, would probably be about $100 more. So this one we're offering it tonight for $150. If you'd like to purchase it, you just claim it again as OA1. I'll let you know we are not going to be holding on to these for 5 minutes per page. So we're going to do about a minute for each page. We're going to go very, very fast. So I'll try and just get some quick close-ups so I can see the detail that's on this. Gorgeous. You got Superman in 5 out of 6 panels. Very, very nice detail and very, very affordable price. All righty. Next. We'll put them over here. That's a good place. Next will be OA2. This is artist Patrick Scherberger and the late Norman Lee's inks. This is OA2. This is $180. This is Marvel Adventures Spider-Man from 2005, Volume 1, Issue 3, page 16. And if you look at this, if you're a Dr. Octopus fan or a J. Jonah Jameson fan, you got a nice close-up of JJ over here, Doc Ock, and Aunt May throughout the page. And for those of you, if you've been paying attention for the rumors of Spider-Man Far From Home, Doc Ock will be making his return to cinematic view in the new Spider-Man movie, played by Alfred Molina, as he played in the original movie. I'd like to see how they're going to bring him back from the dead, but...
That's comic books, Spencer. Yeah. We know that's not a problem. They'll find a way.
Just because he was dead and drowned and sucked into another universe, that doesn't mean that he can't be dead. So this is OA2. So for anybody who is interested, this is OA2. This is $180. Okay. All right, we'll move on to the next page. This will be OA3. This is Howard Porter and Norm Rapmund. This is Fantastic Four from 2004, Volume 1. It actually has 2 issue numbers, either 508 or 79. It's when they went back to the original numbering. Page 3. This page is $200. Now, one of the interesting things about this, Howard Porter has not drawn on paper for over a decade. He had a hand injury, which actually put him out of the industry for about 6 years. This is before his injury. You got a beautiful page here with the FF on it, and it is actually drawn on the original paper, which is very unusual for Howard. His pages are getting less and less. There will be no more original art by Howard Porter on paper. He doesn't even have a drafting table anymore. Actually, Nick had wanted a piece of artwork that he did. It was gorgeous art, gorgeous art. He had to have it. And that's when he told us he doesn't even have a drafting table anymore.
Which I believe Nick was willing to buy him one.
Yes. Nick actually offered to buy him a drafting table so he could draw on paper. He's like, I don't even have a place for it. But anyhow, this piece of artwork is OA3. Got a beautiful shot of the FF all down in here. Got him over here. Got him over here. The bad guys. It's a very detailed page. And again, for Howard Porter, great price, highly detailed, not expensive.
I know we're moving pretty fast. If there's something you have a question about or you want to see a piece again, refer to it by its item number, the OA, and the corresponding number.
Yeah, please. Please very much. I'm more than happy to show anything back to you guys again. All righty. This is OA4. This is Carlos Pacheco and Cam Smith. New Avengers, issue 32, page 16. This is a blue line, and you can see in the bottom, it is signed by Cam Smith. Now, what makes that awesome is the fact that Cam has never done an appearance to his memory in the United States ever. So getting a piece of artwork signed by Cam, unless you live in the UK, is not easy. And this is a blue line, and this is only $200. For Carlos Pacheco art, that is very, very inexpensive for Carlos Pacheco art. And again, you can see from the detail, the amount of characters on it, highly detailed page, nice Spider-Man on it. It is a beautiful, beautiful page, and it is $200. This is OA4. So if you like it, just claim OA4, and you are good to go. All right, we'll move on. And again, remember, if I'm going too fast, I talk very fast. If I talk too fast, just ask us and we'll show you.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Be sure to refer by its item number, and we can certainly go back.
Right, and this is 085. Oh, hold on.
Not on silent. Not on silent.
I forgot to turn my phone off. Oops, sorry, guys.
No problem. If you need a minute, John can come back.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just get out of my pocket. Do me a favor. Text Mark. Text him. Anyhow, sorry, guys. It's my driver for my other business. OA5. This is David Yarden Pencils, Cam Smith Inks. This is A+X 2013, Volume 1, Issue 16, Page 2. This is a blue line, and this is also signed by Cam Smith. And if you like the character of Ant-Man, look how much Ant-Man is on this page. And this is the Scott Lang Ant-Man, same one as featured in the movies. So this is a beautiful page, OA5. This is $200. This is the last of our $200 pages. This is $200. Look at that shot of Ant-Man right there. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous page. So there you go. If you're an Ant-Man fan, especially with the new movie coming out, gorgeous page. All righty. That's OA5. All right, we're moving along. Next, OA6.
So Indu J, we need an OA plus a number.
Yes.
If there's something else that you want to see again. So just go ahead and put in chat board the OA plus the number.
Correct. All right, next is OA6. This is an awesome page. This is Guardians of the Galaxy. This is from the movie adaptation. This is Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 2, volume 1, issue 2, page 17. This is a blue line. It is penciled by Christopher Allen, inked by Scott Hanna on blue line. This page is $225. And if you can see, you should recognize the scene from the movie. This is when they land on Ronan the Destroyer's ship. This is a beautiful page from the movie itself, the MCU movie. Indu said he hit the page hit by error. I guess he's got OA ready, and he's just got it. Is that what you got, Indu? You got OA hitting, and you're just waiting to hit the number so you can hit enter? A lot of guys do that on some of the shows that I appear on. All right, but you got a beautiful, beautiful page here from Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's OA6. All righty. I told you this is a lightning round from OA7 here. This is Kev Walker, who does not draw on paper anymore, and Scott Hanna, New Avengers, volume 3, issue 29, page 19 from 2015. And this also is a blue line. And it's for anybody who is a fan of the character of Yellow Jacket. This was his return. He apparently was in an alternate dimension, and this is his return to our dimension. So you got Yellow Jacket, you got Mr. Fantastic, and a little other guest star in here. It's a beautiful, beautiful, highly detailed page. Again, by an artist who no longer even draws on paper. Kev Walker and Scott Hanna. And this one is $225. We got, all righty, we will move along. OA8. Next up, this is Ron Garney's Pencils and Inks. This is Justice League of America from 2004. So we got an 17-year-old page. This is volume 1, issue 105, page 12. And again, look at the number of characters on this page. And this page is $250. Ron Garney is currently working on the book with Keanu Reeves, Berserker, which is hotter and hot on the stands right now. As a matter of fact, Nick, don't you guys have a signed edition of Berserker?
Yes.
Yes. And if you're a fan, go to Dynamic Force's website, and it's actually a signed edition of Berserker. Was it signed by Keanu? Ron? Okay, signed by somebody else.
Hey, Spencer, if you want to flip that around, just so people can see the sketches on the back. Too.
Oh, you can see there's some design sketches on the back as well. Yeah, I guessed 1 out of 3. It's not bad. I was wrong on all of them. That's why I don't play the lottery. And yes, that's on the back.
Yeah. So,
but on the front, you got a beautiful, beautiful page, highly detailed, $250 by Ron Garney. Pencils and Inks by Ron. Next, this page is gorgeous. I actually have a friend of mine that said if it doesn't sell tonight, he wants it. We got OA9. This is a splash page of Electro. This is at Trevor Hairsign and Danny Mickey. This is Ultimate 6 from 2003, Volume 1, Issue 2, page 21. This is a blue line. It's $250. You can see it is a half-page splash of Electro. Well, look at the detail on that. Ultimate Electro. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous shot if you're an Electro fan. Electro is actually very popular right now in a Sinister War that Mark Bagley is drawing as well. So if you're a fan of Electro, that is a gorgeous shot right there, right then and there. That is a hot shot if you're an Electro fan. All right, moving on. Told you this is lightning round. We're halfway through it already. Now, ready. OA10. This is Howard Porter, as I told you before, who doesn't draw on paper anymore, and Wayne Foucher. This is from a one-shot that DC did called Decisions, where for the first time they brought the political arena into comics and let the fans vote on who should be president of the DCU. And you got a humongous shot of Hal Jordan. It's about a third-page splash of Hal Jordan. This is issue 2, page 20, and this is $250 as well. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous page. And if you can see, if you're a Hal Jordan fan, how's that? That pretty much does it right there if you're a Hal Jordan fan. All right. So we'll move along to the next page. All right. This is a Mark Bagley page, who was, as we just mentioned, who's doing the Sinister War right now. This is 0811. And I don't know if you can actually see the impact, what's going on here. That's the red tornado. His head has been ripped off, and he is exploding with Green Arrow freaking out, trying to control him, stay in the frame. This is OA11. This is Mark Bagley, Norm Rapmond, JLA, Volume 2, Issue 43, page 13. This is $250 as well. And again, you got two half-page splashes on this page. Beautiful, beautiful page. And again, if you're a Green Arrow fan or a Red Tornado fan, beautiful, beautiful page. All right, moving along. Next, we got any Venom fans out there? Well, this is 1,000-year-old Venom. This is Kevin West and Steve Montano, Guardians of the Galaxy from 1992. So you're looking at almost just shy of a 30-year-old page. The backgrounds in this is drawn by Kevin West, inked by Steve Montano, with backgrounds done by Howard Porter, who was just starting the industry, and me. I actually helped do backgrounds on this page. This is volume 1, issue 51, page 19, $275. And this is when Vance Astro discovers that his living costume was actually Venom. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous page. Yeah, this is what I did. I did all the blacks right here. Yay, that was me. Anyhow, this is Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 51, page 19. It is $275. That is a nice, nice page. If you're a fan of the Guardians, and of course you got Alita being scared senseless. And if I remember correctly, this was the first appearance of Venom in anything other than a Spider-Man comic book. I'm not sure, but I may be right. Anyhow, if it's not the first one, it's a very, very early appearance. So next, we'll move along. Next, going to OA 13. Again, Howard Porter. Look at that half-page splash of Superman. Look at that shot right there. This is DC Comics Online Legends, Volume 1, Issue 10, page 15, by Howard Porter and John Livesey, $275. And look at that shot. I pull it back. I go that way so you can see that. I'm going to actually turn it sideways just so you can see how much of the paper is taken up by the shot of Superman and the other. It is a huge, huge half-page splash. It's a gorgeous page for $275. So, again, if you're a Superman fan, that's a nice page to have on your wall. So, move along to the next one. This page is kind of a bit of a downer, but it's a historic issue. This has got the death of Eugene Flash Thompson on it. This is OA 14. This is from Spider-Man Life Story, against OA 14, from 2019. Volume 1, issue 2, page 12 is $300. It is a 3/4 page splash with the death of Flash Thompson. This is kind of a morbid page, but a good one. Now, actually, John just asked to see the Green Lantern page again. Absolutely. We'll pull that back out. Just grab that. Just take a moment. Here we go. And there you go, John. There you go. As you can see, I'll pull it back. You can see it's a 3rd-page splash of Hal Jordan. Beautiful, beautiful piece. All right, so I'll put that back. That's OA 10 if you wish to order it, John. Alrighty, next, OA 15. We only got 5 more pieces left, guys, and we're done. So we're heading fast. This is Carlos Pacheco, Cam Smith, Uncanny X-Men from 2012. Volume 2, issue 9, page 14. There's a blue line signed by Cam Smith. John Kelly wants to take OA 10. If you want to pull that out real quick, I'll pull that aside. Let me make sure that we don't do anything dopey with it. Get it right there. There we go. OA 10. I'll just pass that off to my able-bodied assistant. John Cole, COHL. All righty. Anyhow, this is the Cam Smith, Carlos Pacheco. Again, I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see the details as well. This is 2 vertical half-page splashes. This is unbelievably detailed. Amazingly detailed page. This is a blue line, again, signed by Cam Smith, $300. If you're an X-Men fan, to get a page like this, $300 is a steal. This is absolutely, you got Spider-Man here, look on the page. We got Spider-Man up here. We got Magneto over here. I don't know who that is. Got Spider-Woman up over here. We got one of I forgot the heck they're called. The bad guys that were in ROM Space Knight. Them. Remember what their names were?
No.
Dire Wraiths. Thank you, Nick. Dire
you,
Wraiths in it. A lot of detail, a lot of characters. Beautiful page. And this page is $300 as well. All righty. Moving along. Got Mark? All righty. Next. This book just only came out about 4 weeks ago. This is OA 16. This is Dan Jurgens and Scott Hanna, Marvel Double Action from 2021. Volume 1, issue 1, page 26. And this is a dual signed page. So you can see it's signed by both Dan and Scott on the page. And this is a page basically recreating the Marvel universe with different characters. This page is $375. It is dual signed. As you can see from the detail, you should recognize this. This is Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful page. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous shots. Dave, thank you for mentioning Dire Wraiths also. All righty, that's OA16. All righty. 3 more left. OA17. This is from a legend. This is from Jim Starlin and Al Milgrom, the man who brought you Thanos, without whom the Avengers movies, pretty much half the MCU, would not have been possible. This is Jim Starlin, Al Milgrom. This is Strange Adventures from 2009. So we got a 12-year-old page. This is volume 3, issue 5, page 4, and it is signed by Jim Starlin over here. Down there, that scribble is actually Jim's autograph. This is, again, a highly detailed page from Jim Starlin. Jim doesn't sell a lot of his art. I have to kind of bust his chops each month to get pages out of him. So this is a finder. This is a keeper. Got Adam Strange on it, some other amazing characters. You got the oh God, what the heck was his name? The Breed. Anyhow, there's a whole bunch. I apologize. My brain is not working today. But it's a beautiful, beautiful page from Jim Starlin. If you're a Jim Starlin fan, this page is $450, which for Jim's art is a very, very fair price. All right. The Weird. Thank you, James. Oh, my buddy James Burke is in the room. Hey, James. All right. Going back, this is OA18. Again, Dan Jurgens, Scott Hanna. Again, double signed. This is Marvel Double Action, issue 1, page 9. This is $500. That is a beautiful Norman Osborn as the Green Goblin half-page splash. As a beautifully, beautifully detailed page. OA18, $500. Beautiful, beautiful shot of the Green Goblin. Harry Osborn, too. And Nighthawk. Beautiful, beautiful page. All right. Second to last page. You should recognize the guy in the center of this page. This is Ron Garney's Pencils Only. They publish them as pencils. You might recognize that guy in the middle there. I think you guys might recognize him. I think his Hands of the Dead giveaway. This is OA19. Wolverine Weapon X from 2009, volume 1, issue 2, page 19. This is a full page splash. It is $850. This is a steal. A page like this should be at least $850. I'm sorry, is $850. Should it be at least double the price that it's marked? This, for the show. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous page. If you're a Wolverine fan, you're not getting full page spreads for $850 very often. And last but not least, OA20. And this is the piece of the night. This is the big baller piece of the night. This page, I'll tell the price even before I show it, is $1,600. This is Fernando Paz from Pencils Only. This is Batgirl, Volume 4, Issue 33, page 2 and 3. It is signed by Fernando. Fernando over here. Fernando has never been to the United States. He doesn't even speak English. It's actually one of the reasons why I'm having to get an interpreter so I can talk to him, because he doesn't even speak English. This is gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. And it's Batgirl kicking the crap out of the Huntress. This is a gorgeous page. This is $1,600. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous page. And this belonged in Mike Lovitz's office. I just see it to be up on the wall in Mike Lovitz's office. What do you think, Michael? Anyhow, that's all 20 pieces tonight. We got 2.5 minutes left. So if anybody wants to see something again, I'd be happy to show it to them.
Refer to the OA number.
Yeah, please refer to the OA number. If anybody is watching it on playback, they can claim them after the fact, but please make sure that you claim it by the OA number. Because like some of the books, as you saw, like the Marvel Double Action, they have more than one page up tonight. So I want to make sure that you get the page that you actually want to purchase. But anyway, thank you for coming. It's great seeing Rex again. I literally have not seen this man since 1992. That's how long it's been since when you were at the ESPN event in Norwalk. Yes, in Norwalk. When I came out, that was the last time I saw you, in 1992. Wow. And what a blessing the last 30 years have been without seeing you. I mean, it's been missing you.
Nice, right? Nice.
It's been missing
not bringing him back again.
Yeah, missing my friend for 30 years, literally. Can you show the OA9 page again, or 19?
19. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's the Wolverine page. There we go, Michael. That is OA19. Just for you, Michael.
And remember to use submission forms. Include the OA number. If you're not sure of the OA number, when you turn in the submission form, ask the question. We'll certainly try to answer it for you.
Jordan, I saw that, and I'm very, very far behind in processing emails, but I'll get it to you as soon as I can. All righty, guys. Actually, for those who want to see, if more of this art, I will be at Terrificon this weekend at Uncasville at Mohegan Sun, and you'll see there about 30,000 pages of original art. There might be enough time to go through them all, maybe. But
you got through 20 in 30 minutes. So
yeah, exactly.
Got to do the math.
Yeah, but that's me talking now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm surprised we got through 20 and 30 minutes. That's surprising for me with my mouth. But if you're just going like this, it's really easy to go through more. Anyhow, I don't know. Is there anything else to say to remind people?
It, man. I mean, I let you do your thing and you did it fast. I mean, I'm like 20 and 30 minutes. I don't know how he's going to do that, but you did it.
Yeah, that's why we call it a lightning round. We just shoot through each thing, make sure everybody sees everything.
For sure.
They get through everything, and hopefully we'll
John
get to
and I
people.
can talk about cheesesteaks for 30 minutes.
No, I can talk. Look how fat I am. Do you think I can't talk about cheesesteaks for 30 minutes?
Well, then you should join us during one of our shows where we talk.
But
we get through maybe 4 items in 30 minutes.
They don't have a real cheesesteak. They got to have one where you pick it up in the bag, and the bag is all greasy and slimy.
Yeah, well, you're up north, dude.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what cheesesteaks are about. So
right, the real ones from Philly.
Here. That's right. You got to come down here. We'll take you for a real cheesesteak.
Yeah, we got to get a real Philly cheesesteak from Philly.
The food truck business.
That bag should be filled with grease.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. They made a joke on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They go out and they get him a Philly cheesesteak and a brioche sandwich.
Yes,
I know. Because that's not a cheesesteak. And what's his name? Jazzy Jeff brings him and he goes, "Here, got your present," and he throws it to him. And it comes out of the bag because the bag is so greasy that the sandwich comes through the bag. And goes, "Now that's a Philly cheesesteak."
So thank you again for everybody who joined us tonight. Don't forget, we have our normal comic collectibles on Wednesday from 6 to 8 Eastern, and then Friday is our original art show from 7 to 8. So thanks again for spending your evening with us, guys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Look forward. Hopefully, Nick will invite me to come back again. I know he invites me all the time, and I say no, but that's besides the fact. Maybe we can do it from remote.
So JD, take us out, buddy.